Welcome to this week's edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. We've got a lot of things going on right now. We're in the middle of the lightweight tournament of champions, and tonight we've got the light heavyweights going on. Who's fighting in our main event tonight?
Well, we've got Fuimaono, one of my old school favorite fighters.
And he's fighting Jarome Hatch, another very, very tough opponent. That's going to be a great fight. We also have busybody Mike Crisman on the card this week. He's fighting a kickboxing match against Andy Witt. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think it should be interesting. I mean, Mike Crisman, he'll take any fight he can get. He's fighting in like every weight class, MMA, NHB, kickboxing, whatever they'll give him, he'll take.
Well, stick around. Ultimate Combat Experience coming at you.
Coming up in your next fight, it's the flyweights, those wiry little guys. That used to be my weight class, hard to believe.
That's my weight. We got Eddie Zimmer from way back when he was fighting, way back when I was fighting. He's come back, he took a little bit of time off, and he's here to fight. He's going to be going up against Augustine Espinoza, one of two brothers on the card tonight. Flyweight, no holds bar. Stay tuned. All right, Augustine Espinoza versus Eddie Zimmer. This ought to be a good one, huh, Kaiser?
Yes, I think so. The Black Panther stepping into the cage, doing a little shadow boxing there, getting ready to rock.
He looks to be pretty smelt, pretty in shape.
He does. He looks fit. He looks calm.
5'4", 125 pounds, out of West Valley, Utah, street fighter and independent. I always like those guys. They always make for exciting fights.
They always make for interesting fights, that's for sure. Eddie Sugar Zimmer, old school Eddie coming back tonight.
He's looking good.
Yeah, he also looks fit, but how unfit could you look at 130-something pounds? 5'9", Salt Lake, ground and pound, independent fighter.
I'm 130-something pounds.
And you look very fit, Yamasaki.
I'm shaped like a pear. All right, round one coming up.
I expect fireworks. These lighter weight classes,
Espinoza putting that chin up in the air. That's not good.
No, that is good. That makes for a good fight.
True. Oh, and he just got tagged for it.
Eddie Zimmer jumping halfway across the ring with a straight right. These guys lock up and start exchanging knees.
And a lot of spinnerino and I don't know. And then,
oh man, Eddie Zimmer locks on a guillotine and gets slammed hard for it. And
wow.
Espinoza's all over him now. He's
that was
locking
a
on
great
his own
double.
guillotine.
I think, you know what? I think Eddie's kind of was stunned by that. I would be.
I would be too. That was a heavy slam coming from a little guy like Espinoza.
Espinoza's, I don't know quite what he's doing. It looks like he's expending a lot of energy, potentially going for a guillotine. I'm not sure what do you have any insights on that?
I have no idea. He's squeezing, he's picking up, he's pulling, and he's moving around. Don't know exactly technically what he's trying to do or if he knows, but he's winning the round. He's on top. He got a big slam, and Eddie Zimmer's not getting out of there. So
maybe he's just trying to catch his breath, and it looks like maybe he's trying to actually get his arms out, but Eddie's just clamped onto his arms and not letting him go anywhere. Nice little chipping knee by Espinoza.
And that's not a bad idea from the position Eddie's in.
And another one.
Keep control of those arms so that the Black Panther doesn't start wailing on him like he landed that punch right there. These guys continue to battle for position, and he seems content to just hold on to those arms and not get hit down there.
You know, it's been a while since he's been in the fight game, and maybe he's just kind of shell-shocked a little bit.
The Black Panther landing a couple heavy body shots there, and he's got a hand free. Let's see what he does with it. And Dave's stepping in. What's going on here?
I just don't think there was enough action going on, and he resets him. Espinoza taking a big breath, deep breath, and Looks like he's not feeling too well here.
Eddie Zimmer's got a very interesting fighting stance there.
Both of them do. Oh, wow. They're going 1 for 1, and
Zimmer doing some dancing, some head movement there, and
wow.
Oh, jeez.
I love these fights. I have to admit it. It's a guilty pleasure.
It is a guilty pleasure.
Oh, I don't know what that was, but it was. And
we've got a double.
Oh boy!
Wow.
And necks are twisting, and bodies are spinning. And
I would have tapped out. Eddie Zimmer is a tougher guy than me. I would have tapped to that.
But he's got Espinoza's head, and he's squeezing too.
Yeah, but his ear touched the middle of his back, and that's just not right.
True that. He's probably been taking some lessons
from.
Ooh,
Espinoza locks on a tight
figure four guillotine.
Wow. Espinoza showing some submissions and some jump punches.
That looked like a go for broke.
And Eddie looks shocked. He's like, hey, what just happened? We were having a great exchange, and next thing I know, I'm getting choked out.
Kachamani checking him out. What a great fight. I'm kind of exhausted from cheering. Augustine, great fight, buddy.
Your winner, the Black Panther, Espinoza, takes the win home with the, what'd you call that? A figure four guillotine.
Figure four guillotine.
Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
All right. Hey, brother. You know what? I know it's been a long time since you've been in the cage, and, you know, it kind of paid out that way. Tell me a little bit, what was going through your head? I mean, you just showed me you broke your hand, but, you know, or you think you did. Walk me through that a little bit.
Well, I knew he was a stand-up guy, and but I knew I had a reach on him, so I thought, okay, I'll stand up with this guy. But first punch, I think I broke my thumb on the side of his head, so had to take it to the ground, and he was obviously better than me there too. So.
This post-fight interview brought to you by Beehive Bail Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people.
All right, man. That was killer. Did you think that you were going to stand up, or was your game plan to go down to the ground? You got to stay close to me, though.
Well, no, not really. I'm not really sure, but that might not cut out there, you know, but it just happens. So.
The way it happens, sometimes that works out. Works out for the best for you tonight, right?
Yeah, that happens.
So what's the plans? We going to see you back real quick, or are we going to take some time and train a little bit, or what are we going to do?
Nah, probably next couple 2 weeks.
Couple weeks? Yeah. Well, man, good job tonight. Hell of a fight, brother.
The Black Panther proves to be a little too much for Eddie Zimmer. What do you think, Yamasaki?
You know what? I have to admit, I was pulling a little bit for Eddie. I like to see the old-timers coming back in here and doing their thing, but it just goes to show you how much rust can grow due to the course of time. So hang in there, Eddie. I have a feeling he'll be back. But, you know, I actually heard he got injured during the course of that fight. He hurt his hand, and he did the best he could, but Augustine was just a little bit too much for him.
Well, and that was Augustine's very first fight. So, hey, congratulations, man. Stay tuned for more Ultimate Combat experience. Coming up, welterweight, no holds barred. Anthony Miller going up against Mario Espinoza. What do you think about this one, Brian?
I don't know. It's going to be a great fight. You know, Mario always packs a house. Everybody, I swear, all of his friends come, and this place gets rocking anytime he's inside that cage.
Yeah, he brings a great energy to the event. So does his crowd. And hey, his first fight was against Tommy Gunn. His very first fight going up against that kind of experience. We'll see how he does tonight against Anthony Miller. Good luck, guys.
Welterweight, no holds barred, coming at you. All right, Anthony Miller, Mario Espinoza. Round one, Anthony, the crippler, coming in looking pretty rough and tumble, pretty smelt himself.
Yeah, most of these guys stepping into the Ultimate Combat experience look pretty tough. Anthony Miller's 5'7", 185 pounds, fighting out of Pleasant Grove, Utah. He's an independent street fighter. That's your favorite style, right, Yamasaki?
I'm already getting excited. Mario El Gato! Espinoza, man, this guy, every time he comes, a crowd, the entire house is there for him. 5'9", 160 pounds, out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Another street fighter, independent guy.
Two independent street fighters about to throw down. Now, this Espinoza here is the big brother of the Black Panther who we just watched fight, is that right?
Yes, yes it is.
All right, well, we'll see if he does as well as his little brother did. And round one, we're getting this thing going.
It's about to go down.
Ooh, this Espinoza also has an interesting fighting stance.
I don't understand the crouch with the chin up, but
it's the crouching tiger, hidden Black Panther Espinoza with
oh boy, we're going to see a brain buster. Oh, a sprawl.
We're not so lucky. We didn't see the brain buster. Nah, I don't think so.
Brain buster! Don't give up on it, Espinoza!
So the crippler, what's he trying to do here? Just get the takedown?
If I were the crippler, I would be doing everything I could not to get brain busted.
Anthony Miller doing a good job of pressing his opponent into the cage. It looks like he's about to get reversed.
He's got him in a crucifix crank. Yes! Crucifix!
Not quite a brain buster, but...
clock hit scissors! Nor just legs around the head and squeezing.
Anthony Miller gets his head free, and I
don't even know why I'm yelling anymore.
He's working for top position here. Oh, we almost saw a triangle from bottom there. That's a pretty technical move for an independent street fighter to throw on his opponent.
I think he might be lying. I think he studies pro wrestling.
All right, well, we've got Anthony Miller working from top here.
He's been watching Nacho Libre.
Putting on some nice hammer fists.
Some nasty little hammer fists.
And Espinoza doesn't even seem fazed by those.
He's working for a double, driving. Oh!
Brian,
Did you see the brain buster?
You got the brain buster after all.
I love myself some Mario Espinoza.
Mario Espinoza working for the crucifix position again, or potentially taking the back here. And Anthony Miller just holding on to that leg.
Little chipping knee.
Espinoza dominating the position fight right now, and I think we unofficially could probably say this round is going in his favor, especially with the DDT action that we got to see. Looks like he's getting his other hook in there.
And the inverted arm bar, no. A guard pass, nice little elbow there.
Anthony Miller,
mount position.
Wow, this could be turning tides here. Anthony Miller
I think Mario made a mistake there. I would have kept that double overhook. Oh, and that's why. Little payback coming on.
Anthony Miller may be stealing this round.
He's doing a great job with his bridging, though. He's staying active. So many guys try to punch back from the bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to punch back from bottom, but if you're not going to escape with the bridge, how long can you do that before you
long enough? They've only got like 5 seconds. I'm watching the timer right now. I'm looking for that hand to raise the hammer up above the bell.
And Anthony Miller just raining shots down, controlling the mount position very well. None of the shots really landing too solid, but he's staying busy and he's staying on top. Looks like we have about 7 seconds left. I don't know what timer Yamasaki was watching, but...
I was excited. My time was accelerated. And Mario looks like he's going to make it.
That is the round of a end of a very exciting round one.
I love myself some independent street fighters, at least for watching fights.
Gosh, what a great round for these two guys. That went back and forth by the end of the round. I don't know who I'd give that to.
I'm going to give it my unofficial scorecard, I've got a draw.
Here we go, round 2. Mario Espinoza versus Anthony Miller, the crippler.
Both fighters still looking pretty pretty fresh.
They put out a lot of energy in that first fight, and they are looking fresh for the amount of action we saw in round 1.
Anthony looking a little bit more measured here. I think maybe his spirit got a little bit broken trying those double legs in the first round, but...
Yeah, he goes for another one. And
what? Yeah.
Got reversed again, and once again, Espinoza going for Yamasaki's favorite technique,
a crucifix!
The crucifix. And Anthony Miller's just going to contort his body any way he has to get out of that.
Wow. I don't even... Words fail me at a time like
working
this.
to put that position back on now.
You know, I would like it. There it is. Use that right elbow. Punch that gut. Punish that beer belly. And up in a...
Boy, Anthony Miller in a tough position. Dave said steps in for a second just as Espinoza lands a couple more punches on there, and he contorts himself good enough to get out of there again. Way to keep fighting out of that.
Hung in there. Mario moving toward the guard.
Looks like Mario's got half guard there, or possibly the full guard. It's hard to see from this angle.
I think fatigue is starting to finally set in a little bit here.
Well, you can only go at full speed for so long before you...
I saw a little bit of blood. I think maybe Anthony might be cut.
Anthony Miller raining down a nice heavy right and working in the left there. He's inside the guard of Espinoza, and
I like those little smashing little hammer fists, just staying busy and aggravating him.
Those little shots are effective from there, and they don't expose you as much as
I'm wondering
a big shot would.
Wow, that was kind of an interesting stand up there.
Espinoza comes out with a jumping front kick and a right hook to the head, and boy.
Yeah. Wow.
Protect yourself at all times. Dave Selyustad will suplex you.
I was waiting, but
Espinoza pulls out the win, and he's very pumped up about it.
Selyustad. Oh, I'm disappointed. Well, there's your winner, Mario Gato Espinoza. Great fight. Terrible stoppage from Selyustad. I wanted to see him get in on that DDT action myself.
Zoats has the most delicious sunflower seeds anywhere. Check out Zoats.com for a complete list of flavors.
So what are we going to do to see you back in the cage? It looked like, maybe a little bit harder of a ground game. It looks like when you got on the ground, he kind of controlled you a little bit. I mean, that's just what my opinion is. What do you think? We're going to train a little bit harder on it?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to hit the gym. I probably won't be back for like 2 months. I'm going to hit it hard, train harder, and come back, and I won't be lost like this again, I promise.
All right, well, you know what the saying is, right? Tonight you were good, just not good enough tonight, brother. Thanks, though.
Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
Mario Espinoza, El Gato, ¿cómo te sientes? How are you feeling tonight, Mario?
No, pues me siento bien y me siento feliz porque me gusta la pelea y me gusta dar un mejor espectáculo.
Oye, Mario, me dicen que no tienes mucha experiencia, pero que eres un natural. You said you don't have a lot of experience in here, but you're all natural, right?
Es que pues, yo sí soy peleador. Me gusta la pelea por naturaleza y casi no estoy incondicionalmente con las reglas, pero voy a tratar de estar pendiente con las reglas.
Oye, me dicen también que hay una regla que a lo mejor no conoces, y cuando él está abajo, cuando está tirado, tienes que poner por lo menos una rodilla en el piso para poderle pegar, ¿no?
En esa regla es la que casi no estoy pendiente, pero voy a tratar de estar con esa regla. Es que me gusta pelear y yo no me fijo en las reglas, yo nada más me gusta pelear.
Yeah, you just tell me there's a couple of rules he doesn't understand yet, so he's practicing on that. He's trying to learn all the rules, so make sure it's a fair fight. Y bueno, ¿qué te espera? ¿Qué te parece el deporte? How do you like the sport? You want to keep going on this? ¿Vas a seguir con esto? ¿Vas a seguir entrenando?
Sí, voy a seguir con esto porque me encanta, me gustan los golpes. Me gusta golpear y que me golpeen para sentirme chingón, bonito.
Yeah, he says he feels good, he likes the sport, he likes getting hit, and he likes hitting people, so he's going to keep going, and you'll see him again here tonight. Well, muchas gracias, Mario Espinoza, El Gato.
Gracias a ustedes, muchas gracias.
All right, well, Espinoza pulls out a much-deserved win. He got his hand slapped a few times for standing and striking, but ended up getting the fight stopped for those, well, not those strikes, but the strikes that he was doing legally. What do you think about that one, Brian?
you know what, it's a great fight. Good for him. Way to take a loss and come back swinging, winning the fight. Just do your homework, learn the rules. No punching a down fighter. Your knee has to be down.
I don't know. Maybe Dave needs to work on his Spanish a little bit. Maybe that would solve the problem.
You know what? I don't think he wants to. I think he just wants to hang back, let him make the mistake so he can slap some hands.
All right. Well, stay tuned for more Ultimate Combat Experience. Mike Chrisman going up against Andy Witt in your next fight. Andy Witt's been wanting a piece of him for a while. Careful what you ask for, you just might get it. And tonight, Andy got it.
Yeah, these guys doing a kickboxing fight tonight. Chrisman looking good. He's in shape. You know, coming off a couple of wins, whereas Andy coming off a couple of losses. What do you think about that?
Well, I think we'll see how it's about to turn out.
No, Mike Chrisman, Andy Witt, two of my favorite fighters. Kickboxing. What more could he ask for? No tapping out here.
Mike Sugarloaf Chrisman enters the ring and almost breaks it. Mike Chrisman, 5'7", 185 pounds, fighting out of West Valley. He represents the UCTC Combat Cartel. Ground and pound's his style, but he's not going to get to do that tonight. He's going to have to stand and pound as he goes up against Andy L7 Witt.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Andy, 6 foot, 187 pounds, Murray, Utah street fighter. Wow, he's listed as a UCTC member. I don't know if that's going to hold any water. We'll have to check the books and make sure that's accurate.
Maybe it was some internal gym beef that got Andy Witt wanting a piece of Sugarloaf
you
so
never
bad.
know.
Round one gets off to a. Oh, what was that?
That's the meow.
Shit, that's my move. Sugarloaf comes out with the.
He's looking good. Nice straight punches.
Wow, yeah. Mike Crisman looking sharp.
L7 without the ability to clinch and take someone down, and
you know what? L7 is standing with his hands up and looks pretty good himself, but that body shot hurt. L7 with some good head movement and throwing nice straight punches. Actually, he's looking pretty sharp himself.
I'd like to see Chrisman go to the body. Oh, boy!
Oh, boy. Big leg kick from Mike Crisman.
This is starting to not look so good for L7. It didn't look good for him on paper in my book. It's just looking oh boy.
Oh geez. Andy Witt. Hey, Andy Witt fires back. You know,
punches his way out of that one.
He's not.
He's living up to his.
He throws a kick of his own. It didn't have near the thunder on it that Mike Crisman's kick had. And if you're not going to throw it hard, I don't know if I'd even give Mike Crisman the idea of throwing one back at you.
Are they allowed to knee in this fight?
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, he comes forward with a leaping lizard kick and then follows it with.
Oh, Mike Crisman basically putting his hands down and letting Andy have a free shot and then laughs it off. Obviously, he felt the punches from Andy Witt and has realized that he's safe to take them.
Not enough. Not enough there.
Not enough there to put down the Sugarloaf.
Oh!
Brutal kick to the stomach.
And it
follows it right up with
that. You can
boxing.
see in Andy's face. That took a lot out of him.
That was
Oh, and now just more spirit breaking. That's. You got to wonder why Andy's smiling about that.
Yeah, that's
just
nothing I'd smile about. I mean, what do you do against a guy that lets you hit him square in the face and Oh boy. Well, is that the end of the round, or did Dave put a stop to this?
No, it's the end of the round. It looks like I've got that one. I don't know. I'd say maybe a 10-9 round, unofficially, of course.
I would have to say that was at least a 10-9, maybe 10-8 round for Mike Crisman. Great work on Crisman's part, and Andy Witt is getting what he asked for.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I like both these guys. I just think that
I do too. They're both great guys, and I just don't know what Andy Witt can bring into round two that he could possibly win this fight with.
I think maybe he thought kickboxing's not as bad as MMA because there's maybe, oh my good Lord.
Oh, as he gets his head snapped back from a heavy right from Crisman. And I'd have to disagree with that theory. I think kickboxing's worse.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh.
Oh geez, that is a spirit breaker right there. I mean, the guy lets you unload 10 shots.
Oh boy. And then throws 2 and makes you want to.
I wonder if these guys are going to be friends after this in the gym.
Oh boy. He almost took his head off with that punt.
Andy Witt looking a little wobbled.
Oh
man, big overhand right.
Oh, yeah.
2 in a row.
Come on, Dave, call it off.
Yeah, Dave might as well put a stop to this.
And he's only going to get hurt.
Andy doesn't have any tool to win this fight with. He's landed numerous punches. He's thrown a couple kicks, which clearly weren't going to be the end of it.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm not second guessing anybody, but I'm just reminded of that line from our, our favorite movie, one of our favorite movies, $1 Million Baby, where, it says, you show me a guy that's all heart, and I'll show you a man ready for a beating. And I think we're seeing that right now.
Andy is all heart, and he is getting a beating. I couldn't agree more.
I mean, it's one thing if you've taken beating and you've got the guns to throw a one-punch knockout.
Right, if you've got the power, that one tool.
Oh, that's painful to watch. He got turned around with a leg kick and walked right into a left hand.
And
wave it off.
once again, even though Andy's taking a beating, he's been hanging in there.
Good job, Dave. Good job. Good stuff.
That's a good call.
Andy didn't want it to happen that way, but what was he going to do? His legs were giving out.
And Sugarloaf looked good.
No, he did.
Not even just because he was, you know, fighting maybe an opponent that wasn't quite at his level. He looked good. I mean, he was putting together
punches,
great combinations.
Heavy leg kicks. Great job, Mike.
Find top name brand clothing at unspeakable prices at Big Rod Clothing. Mention UCE and save 10%.
So, dude, you just got clowned on. I mean, what? And you just let him hit you and hit you? Come on.
That was just embarrassing on my end. You know, he sticks his chin out for me to hit him. I hit him, and he laughs. I mean, that's just bad.
So, what are you going to do?
As soon as I get a car, I'm going to be hitting the gym. You know, I just train at home right now because I can't transport around. But, you know, he had to go embarrass me more by throwing his little girly punches, too, man. That was just...
Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
Sugarloaf, you embarrassed that kid. You know that, right? And I thought you were boys.
Yeah, me and Andy, you know, we're friends. But when we step in the cage, I'm no anyone's friend, so.
Are you my friend? I'm in the cage right now. Are we friends?
Not right now. We're in the cage.
Well, we better hurry and get this done because I want to get out real quick because you drop your chin out there. You gave him the shot. You know, I've never seen you been knocked out, and you gave him the opportunity to do it tonight. You were that comfortable in there?
Yeah, I'm always comfortable giving out my chin. I've done it more than once. But not a smart thing, but it's big gloves, so I knew nothing's going to happen.
So, no, you weren't worried about that real big hook or that uppercut coming and just knocking you out, right?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
You know what? I'm still a huge fan of L7, Andy Witt, but I think he's finally reached the end of his road in terms of what he can do with a little bit of guts and balls. You know what? He came in there, he challenged Mike Crisman, and you could see Chrisman trying to make a point, at least I felt that you don't come and challenge me and get out of it scot-free. I'm going to hurt you, and I'm going to make you regret wanting to step inside the ring with me.
Yeah, he stamped a big exclamation point on that right there, Yamasaki.
Well, stick around. More Ultimate Combat Experience coming up. All right, coming up next, your main event, Ben Fuimaono versus Jarome Hatch. Looks to be a great fight. What do you think about this one, Kaiser?
I think it's going to be a great fight. Ben Fuimaono, I mean, the guy's a UCE legend, going up against the new school, Jarome Hatch, part of that Hatch brother duo.
You know, Jarome, one of these up-and-comers, tough, gritty fighter. Every week they're telling us that, you know, people are watching these guys fight and saying, I want a piece of that. Well, Jarome saying, I want a piece of Ben Fuimaono, actually asking for this fight, coming up in weight to take it. And we'll see if Ben can do what Chrisman just did, put a little bit of a stamp on this guy saying, hey, look, you gotta do your homework and earn the right to fight someone like me. Your main event, mixed martial arts, coming up.
No, I thought I was going to fight somebody in 205. I used to fight 185, and then I went to 205 when I come back from Redneckville, Arkansas. And now they wanted me to go up 6 pounds in 2 days to fight this Ben Fuimaono. And so that's what I had to do whatever it takes, right? Well, I don't know if he thinks it's going to be a walkthrough, but I'm just going to, you know, let him know that it doesn't matter. I'll be back to my weight tomorrow, right around 200, and don't matter how big you are, man. You're going down. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. I want to thank everybody for, you know, letting this happen. Mike, hope you get feeling better. I want to thank you, Mom, and also my new family and everything that way.
Wow. I don't know if that's the way I'd go into this fight, trying to give Ben Fuimaono the emotional ammunition to take your head off.
Jarome Chavez Hatch, boy, I would never go up in weight class to fight Ben Fuimaono. I wouldn't want to fight him under any circumstances. Jarome's 5'11", 205 pounds, fighting out of Salt Lake City, Utah, and he's going up against a tough fighter, Ben the Maniac Fuimaono.
Ben looking a little bit round, you know, from what we've seen in the past. 6'1", 205 from West Jordan. He's ground and pound, looks like he's back with a UCTC, and wow, you can kind of see right there where Ben kind of took a little bit of offense. And I hate to ever reveal anything about myself, but if you want to, you know, don't mess with someone's family name. You know, that makes it personal.
That stare down said it all. I think we're in for an action-packed fight. And Jarome Hatch, he's looking confident. He's coming out with swinging.
Changing leads.
Wow, he's swinging for the fences on every one of those shots.
Oh, here comes a knee.
A
big knee. Elbow and a punch.
Ben Fuimaono used to be known for his boxing, and I know he's been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu over the last couple years, and it'd be interesting to see where this fight goes. His boxing is so slick.
Jerome doing a good job.
Yeah, you can see the size difference, and Jerome's not backing down at all. He's just putting his chin down and
shoving off out of that clinch and throwing down.
It appears so far that Jerome's just fine with standing and trading with the touted boxer in Ben Fuimaono. And Ben landing some nice knees from the clinch.
I think that, you know, maybe some of that time that Ben spent with his doing, you know, jiu-jitsu and trying to improve that part of his game, I almost feel like it's kind of hurt him here personally. I feel like in these positions, oh, nice elbow.
Comes over the top with a nice elbow. And
see, you can see in positions like here, I can almost hear an inner dialogue going on. Like, well, maybe I should arm triangle him, or maybe I can. It's almost like he's going back and forth in his mind between, you know, striking or working a submission hold.
Where back in the day when he was just focused on boxing, he had just one intention.
Yep, and he wasn't having that inner debate. I mean, I could be wrong, but.
And Jarome Hatch wasting no time coming back with a kick and punch combination, and he keeps finding himself locked up in that clinch position. And,
a nice 1-2.
If he spends too much time there, he's liable to eat a big knee.
And this is what I'm talking about. It looked like Ben hurt him with that 1-2, and then instead of just following up with more punching flurries, he's locked him up, and he's, you know, thinking maybe knee, maybe finish with the guillotine.
Maybe he just wants to punish him a little bit.
It could be, and I'm not criticizing. Just it's interesting to me. Oh, a nice Osotogari.
Yeah, what Yamasaki said. It was nice.
Outside leg trip.
Outside leg trip. That was cool. Ben Fuimaono
nice
got
bottom
Hatch
fist.
in a bad position here.
Hatch is just turned. Oh, he's got a leg.
Apparently these guys are fighting full pro rules because striking a down opponent appears to be
Wow.
okay here.
I'm really impressed with how Ben just turned that. It looked like he was going down, and he just turned that around. And
that was awesome takedown defense.
Stayed on top.
Great work with the hips on Ben Fuimaono as he continues to hammer on Jarome Hatch here. And Jerome's got to get up. He's got to make something happen. He doesn't want to hang out there.
And he did. Nice little right uppercut to the liver.
He got up good, but I don't know if he's in such a great spot right here. He's just begging for a knee from there. But hey, Jarome Hatch, he makes it through the first round, and we're going to see another round of this.
I think maybe also, and a little foot stomp.
Foot stomp answered by a wraparound right punch to the ear.
You know, I actually saw a little bit of fatigue on the face of Fuimaono. I think conditioning is a factor here.
Well, we'll find out as we go into round 2. It'll be interesting to see how well they recover in the next minute here. And all right,
round 2. Ben looks like he's maybe getting a second win, and Jarome looking fresh.
Oh, Jarome comes out with bad intentions and pushes Ben up against the cage.
I think that was exactly what you should do. You know, you see your opponent tired, you feel a little fresh.
Go after him.
Yep. Press the fight.
Ooh, landing a nice body
nice
shot.
Right knee. It looked like he stunned him with that.
Yes, it did.
And again, just coming right back. Answer with a 1-2.
Ben looks tired. Jarome Hatch looks like he's ready to go.
He's flurrying. I think maybe it might be catching Fuimaono off a little bit too, the switching between stances, left and right, southpaw and orthodox stance.
Yeah, you know, you get two independent street fighters, and I don't think they even know the difference.
I don't think they
you
do.
get a good, skilled fighter like Ben Fuimaono, and that type of thing can have an impact. Ben showing good control on the ground. Ben's actually dominating the grappling exchanges.
That doesn't surprise me. We've seen him working on that part of his game and doing very well.
Yeah, we've seen him in numerous grappling competitions and hanging with some of the guys who are considered to be, you know, some of Utah's top guys. And we've seen Ben out there mixing it up with these guys. And
that shows here. He's just basically riding them.
He is. He's floating from position to position, doing
and then
great job with
jumping
the knees.
knee from the. That's
wow, man! He just floored him with that knee.
Yeah, you can see it almost looks like Hatch wants out here. Just locking up a nice Kimura. It looks like it might be over.
Yeah, this is a great position for Ben. And
got Salvador whispering in his ear.
Got Salvador down there. So what is Salvador saying? You know, stand up and knock this fool out, or you know, do that arm thing.
I don't think we can quote
we
Salvador
probably don't
Sanchez.
want to know what Salvador is saying down there ringside. Ben continuing to basically go wherever he wants on the ground, and not the way I would have expected the fight to go. I thought it would be more of a stand-up war, and Ben's jiu-jitsu looking great. Jarome Hatch, tough kid. Boy, he's been in every range of this fight. He's been expending a lot of energy and doing a great job. You
know, I kind of criticized him for maybe giving Ben a little extra fuel to, you know, come at him, but you know, sometimes you've got to have kind of that, hey, I can get away with the kind of stuff to fight someone at that level.
That's true, very true.
Ooh, nice little short right punches. There's not a lot to say from here. I mean, it's basically the same story playing over and over again. Ben in a quarter position ride and just
doing a good job at just keeping that ride going and hammering those shots in there rather than like sinking hooks in and securing a solid position. He's just
like a big brother beating up little brother, you know, just.
And Jarome Hatch, it looks like he's gonna go into round 3.
I don't know. Mount position. 2 seconds left in mount position, and just not enough there from Ben to finish him off.
Well, unofficially, I would be giving the fight to Ben Fuimaono at this point, but Jarome Hatch doing a heck of a job hanging in there, and not just hanging in there, but landing some good shots of his own and showing that he came to fight.
We're gonna see here going into the third if maybe Ben blew his wad in the first two rounds. right, round number 3. What do you think coming into this third round, Kaiser?
Oh my gosh, I think this is, it's been a shocker to me. Jarome Hatch giving up a lot of weight. Super tough kid. Ben Fuimaono looking tired.
And there we go. Hatch pushing the pace yet again. A smart move, I think. I think at that point, it's you have to do it, and if you've done it in the first 2 rounds, to not do it is a sign of weakness in the third, and it just might encourage Fuimaono to come in and...
Yeah, he might smell blood and go in for the kill. I agree. It's good for Jarome to come out aggressive, and Ben landing some nasty shots. And unlike our last fight, either one of these guys could end this fight at any time.
Sure, sure.
Either one of them could land. I mean, Jarome Hatch has not landed nearly as many shots as Ben Fuimaono, but the ones he's missed, they could have done some damage. They were big, heavy shots. Ben, once again, back to the grappling and dominating down there. Just completely dominating on the mat. Something I never thought back in the day I'd be saying about Ben Fuimaono.
Boy, has he ever come full circle since we first saw him fighting.
No kidding. He used to be so one-dimensional with the boxing only and just lethal at that. And seeing his jiu-jitsu game now, he's the full package for sure.
He's definitely evolved, and you know, as we almost have to wonder if he would be as good. If you know, I said that maybe the hesitation trying to, you know, measure what method to use, you know, could have slowed him down a little bit. At the same time, you know, as we age, our bodies change, we have to change with it, and maybe this has prolonged his career.
Absolutely. Jarome Hatch continuing to get hammered on and grinded on by Ben Fuimaono, who continues to hold the top position. Looks like he's working for an arm lock here. Could be going for a Kimura.
Oof, oof.
Oh, big
Those are
hammers.
heavy punches.
And again, I like how Ben is continuing to use the quarter position and the ride to just hammer away rather than, you know, going into a more traditional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu type position. This is MMA, and he is just going to float around on top and hammer away.
And put knees on your skull.
And knees in your ribs and hammer fists to your face.
Oh, oof. Ooh,
chipping in some nice little elbows in there, and boy, it doesn't take much for an elbow to do some damage. Jarome Hatch, I know
he just looks lost down there, doesn't he?
He does look lost down there.
There's a lot he could be doing if he climbed up the fence.
Definitely climb up that cage, arch,
there we
bridge.
go. There you go.
Go, do it.
Oh, perfect. Finish and now you can come up to your knees.
Anything's better than nothing at this point because he's just getting hammered.
Good job, Hatch. It's just he's got this behemoth just.
Yeah.
Not giving him an inch.
Nope, not giving him an inch and just continuing to sneak those shots in there. And this is a scary position.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Oh boy, big knee from Ben Fuimaono to really put his stamp on the final round of that fight. I think unofficially, obviously, Ben's clearly the winner. Yet Jarome Hatch did a hell of a job in that fight. Boy, he put up a good fight. Showed a lot of potential.
Yes, he did. I mean, but I think going to the unofficial scorecards, there's no question. That's a 30-27 fight. And there you go, the official decision, 30-27. Great job by Jarome, but just not enough to handle someone the likes of Ben Fuimaono.
Great job, Ben Fuimaono. Congratulations on the win. It's nice to see you back in the Ultimate Combat experience and stepping into the cage, doing your thing once again.
Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
All right, man. 3 rounds. I give you props for going 3 rounds. Looked like you got a little bit winded going into that 3rd and final round. Is that what is that what you felt, or is that just what I saw?
Oh, I felt it. That's right. I got winded. They asked me to put some weight on this fight. And, I mean, I did what I had to do, but once I got tired, I could really feel the weight difference.
So what are we thinking? We're gonna go train harder? We're gonna go drop back down, or what are we gonna do?
I want a rematch first.
You want a rematch first? So we're gonna make that happen?
Well, yeah, whenever we're both ready. He said he's been working, and let him get his training, and I'll get my running in, and we'll be back.
Did you say wedding?
Running.
Running. I was like, I saw you already were, bro.
Don't get your hopes up, bud.
Yeah, I was gonna get myself in trouble. Well, you know what the saying is, right? Yeah. Tonight you were good, just not enough. So hit the gym. We can't wait to see you back. You know that. Is there anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, my mom and all my fans, my beautiful wife Nikki, and my lovely kids, and my corner man Josh, and my brother. Wish you could have been here, man. But dude's a hell of a fighter. Give him mad props, dude. Hell of a job.
Well, good job, man. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
This post-fight interview brought to you by Beehive Bail Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people.
Man, 3 rounds, that's a fight. That's what I call a fight.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of fights I like, man, down to the wire. I really like to end them early, man, but that one was an exception of mine because it was a hard-fought 3 rounds all the way through. He's a tough kid, man. Got to give it up to him.
Well, you know, what he was telling me is he wants to fight you again. He wants to get a little bit more training. He said you weren't working out. He's going to work out. We want to see this again. In my personal opinion, I'd love to see it again. What do you say?
Let's do it again, you know what I mean? He just showed he deserves another chance to win all 3 rounds. Like I said, I don't like decisions, man, but if he wants to do it again, we can do it again, man, and we can both train this time. I got the call moment's notice. Like, you know, the fighter I am, I hop to it, you know what I mean?
So you were ready to go. It looked like it. I can't wait to see it. I know you have people to thank, so go ahead, shoot them out, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah, I got to thank all my peoples over there on the west side of town. My homie D, my wife, my beautiful wife Cindy, and Mo and his beautiful wife, and my man Mark. Man, I got a lot of people here holding me down from the West VC and all the way around. You know what I mean? My man Killer Sanchez over here holding me down. Hey, it's a lovely evening. Hope everybody drives safe, be cool. And my man Shone Paua, right there. He taught me everything. I didn't show my stand-up skills today, but hey, that's what it happens, you know.
We'll see you next time, right?
Shone.
All right, bro. We'll see you soon. Take it easy, man.
Thank you. Thank Ultimate Combat, Mike Stidham, everybody, man, and the Athletic Commission. Laura, Tony, West Side.
Well, Ben Fuimaono advances in your round of champions light heavyweight division. I remember a day and age where Ben Fuimaono, if the fight stayed standing, you just knew he was going to get a knockout. And tonight, it was a different story. He goes to the ground and he handles the jiu-jitsu game.
You know what? I don't know if he's just trying to test out that side of his repertoire, or if it's just Jarome Hatch is that tough standing. Maybe he rattled Ben's cage a little bit with some of those flurries. You never know. Either way, Ben taking care of business and advancing, like you said, in the light heavyweight division of the round of champions. Stick around. More mixed martial arts action coming at you next week on the Ultimate Combat Experience.